Madden NFL 24. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. And it comes your way next.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They run again with Dowdle. Pushes past him. Able to power through. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this. Pass, and it works to perfection.
Kill. 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts.
Now the ball comes loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Prescott on first down.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Prescott now. Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Back to throw. Williams. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Here comes the Bears punter now.
Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
They run here with Dowdle.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That 3rd down conversion and good for 23.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through a 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. A running play. It's Dowdle. Shreds into the stiff arm. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Pass complete. He's got Hendershot. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And his kick here is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. This will be caught downfield by Moore. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Williams. A little short pass. This is Everett. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Williams now. Off the play fake. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Williams. To the sideline and incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily none. Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott
over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott.
And that is dropped. Oh, that could have been a near certain 6 points. He was all alone, but he could not look it in. My, oh, my.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Prescott. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Williams.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now Williams to throw on 3rd down.
That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Back to the running game with Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. On the option to give to Swift here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Williams eluding the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
I hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Williams. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. Gets around him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Now a 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, Williams. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Williams. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency.
Back now here on EA Sports. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Chicago offense set to get started. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successful?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Play action now. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bears take over. So now the Bears down 13-10, a minute 52 to play. And they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Prescott. Flushed out right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.